Yeah, man, just touching on, you were talking about, you give your kids books and like if, you have kids that come with you or, you helping out a family.
Yeah.
I understand the importance of reading the book because, man, it's just some things that you just need to take in and soak in and you do the research for yourself.
Yeah.
So my question to you is like, man, how do you feel about, kids like when they rather go watch TV or go jump on the game or just, do you think TV is programming and kind of making them a little, you know what I mean, kind of?
To an extent. Well, here's the thing about TV, man. To me, like my kids watch TV, my kids play video games, but TV teaches you to be stagnant. You know, and the reason it does is because you can't take this TV with you. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you also don't internalize everything that you watch on TV. And the reason you don't, you got commercials. And these commercials are geared to, catch your attention for 30 seconds. So you're teaching your kids really to not pay attention. You only have to pay attention for 30 seconds. If I pay attention to this commercial for 30 seconds, I get exactly what I needed to get. Right. And I'm gone. This TV show, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I only have to pay attention for 30 minutes and then it's on to something else. But the thing about a book is going to keep your attention for hours. You know what I mean? And you have to internalize this book. Because not only are you looking at it, you're reading it, and subconsciously you're taking all of that information in. Right. There's words that I've read in books that I've never heard anywhere else. You know what I mean? So when it comes to me writing music or just when people talk, when you say something, I think of stuff that rhyme with it in my head. But books taught me how to internalize words. Right. So when you speak, I'm repeating everything you say in my head. And that's how I'm taking it in. That way, a week from now, I know exactly what you said to me. You know what I'm saying? If it resonated with me. Right. You see what I mean? So, but, books, man, it's the most important thing you can have. Because, like I said, it's so much stuff you can't show on TV that you can't say on TV. Mm-hmm. But there's no censorship on a book. You know what I mean? So, if... Not on TV either. Yeah, to an extent. But, and then TV also teaches you that stuff is normal that shouldn't be seen as normal. Right. You know what I mean? That's true. So... Because if you watch a TV show and let's say we're poor, we're growing up poor, we're all three brothers, but we're watching a TV show and we'll take Lonzo Ball for example. Yeah. The Ball family. They got money, right? So they got money. It's three little boys, you know what I'm saying? They were able to go to every basketball camp. They were able to do all of that. So what does that do for us three? We're going to be jealous of these three. Automatically, all the time, we're going to talk about, well, we had money like that. We be in the NBA too. Right. So now it's teaching us to, hate them for being successful. You know what I mean? Versus if I was able to read a book about them, most likely this book is going to have their viewpoints. And when you see what they say, you're like, man, they just like us. Yeah, it's going to kind of inspire you. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, do something else. Yeah, that's kind of my analogy of that, but I love books, man. You know what I mean? I used to hate being called a nerd. Now I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, nerds get the good jobs. Yeah. Creative. They get to take vacations. Man. Yeah, you know what I mean? And not only that, man, a nerd, to me, when you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of information in your head, man, like, nothing really affects you. Nothing wavers you, really. Like, I read a lot of psychology books. Yeah. And I learned that the way I look at stuff will determine the way I react to it. You know what I mean? And then also I learned, through books that in life we react to everything. So books taught me to be a little bit more proactive to it. Right. So, you know what I mean? If I want to tell you how to get to my house, being proactive will have me thinking, okay, is there any detours on the way to my house? So now that I know, I can tell you, hey, bro, when you do get on 169, it's going to be some construction right there. You know what I mean? So now it usually would take 15 minutes to get there, but I need to leave 30 minutes early because it's construction on the way. But if you just reacting to it, you know what I'm saying, by the time you run into that traffic, now you're going to be late. Like, man. Yeah, he didn't tell me about, you know what I mean? So the more you forward think, I think the better. You know what I'm saying? So, and books will teach you that if you want to read. Yeah, I feel you on that, man. And, just one more thing about TV, man. I got to get your opinion on this, man. Growing up, bro, we had A Different World. Yeah. We had the Cosbys. Yeah. Living Single. Yeah. Moesha. Moesha. My God. I'm with you. I used to want to be Hakeem so bad. So bad. I hated Hakeem. But this, like, looking at TV now, or then when they had, like, goals and it was, like, promoting people go to college, wearing shirts like this instead of women wearing... Yeah.
V-necks that showed everything, man. Like, man, how do you feel about that? How you feel about that big jump and that big change? That's programming too, cause
to me, it, like I said, is pushing stuff that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? To make you think it's normal, because but to me, it can be used in a good way, and the reason I say that is because if every female is wearing these, you know what I'm saying, these clothes that expose their entire bodies, and when you see one that isn't, you actually appreciate her a lot more.
But hey,
excuse
me.
Like, you mean to tell me you got on a t-shirt?
Yeah.
Like, y'all don't wear t-shirts, y'all wear crop tops, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it did for me. You know what I mean? Totally. So, but I also feel like they're making it seem normal to sell a product.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they need that stuff off the shelf.
Right.
And they think that by like I said, you love and hip hop, like none of it has a message. But it's purposeful, bro. Like it's purposeful, because if I have you gotta think about it. I know more women that get into it with other women because of the same situations they hear on Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like when I was in school, like it's gonna sound weird, but the females didn't beef like they do now. You know what I'm saying?
It was always the dudes.
Yeah, the female wasn't gonna tell me something about her best friend.
Right.
But now that you see it on TV all the time and it becomes normal, I've had so many women like, she my friend, but she ain't, I don't really like her. She do this.
I see that too much.
So now it's just like it's normal. So everybody's comfortable with doing it. You know what I mean? But like I said, it can be used in a good way, because it teaches me to appreciate people who don't, who aren't so weak in the mind that they're, just conform.
They not followers.
You know what I mean? Because if everybody wore jerseys, then the first time you see somebody with just a t-shirt, they stand out.
Yeah.
So to me, all of that stuff is pushing you to stand out. Like, do you want to be? I look at it like this: I'm not American. I'm just a person. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a person in the world. I'm not in any category or in any box. So to say, well, this is the way Americans dress, because I dress like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna be able to put me in that box. And so I feel like when people think that way, they'll see what these women wear on Love and Hip Hop, and you'll realize that not only is this lady already financially stable, she's getting paid to do this.
Right.
So you're paying to look like somebody who getting paid to look like that.
Right.
Because when I was living in Atlanta, I saw a lot of those Love and Hip Hop chicks, and first off, they don't really look like that. You know what I'm saying? The majority of them are ugly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And dolled up. Wigs and all that.
Think about it. They got the top of the line clothing and makeup and weed. But then when I used to see them at Kroger, they wasn't cute. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like them same ones, I'm looking like.
That's definitely what I try to tell females when I talk to them. I just have conversations with them, and I ask them, why do you like that show? What do you get out of it? I be trying to pick their brain a little bit, and I'm like, that's a soap opera. They selling you something that's not reality.
Yeah.
And they be really thinking, they be like, that's really how they are. Like, it's just entertainment, I guess.
Yeah, because you got to look at Cardi B, for example. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B's whole agenda was to become a rapper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely.
So what do? I get on here and I win you women over with my attitude, the fact that I snap, because a lot of women want to be like that. They want to be able to say whatever they want to say and not feel bad about it. Yeah. So I'm going to sell you this, this image. I'm going to say all this off the wall stuff and all of that. But then as soon as I drop a song, all of these people who like me because of this show are going to come listen to it. Yeah. You know what I mean? That you're going to flock to my product because you liked me on this show that was scripted. There was people writing these situations in. You know what I'm saying? These weren't real life situations.
Definitely.
So that Kirk and Rashida was fake?
I ain't gonna say it was fake, but I'm gonna say this.
They played a part.
They played a part. It was a role. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how Love and Hip Hop works. You know what I'm saying? From seeing them film, they will come tell you that he said something about you, right? Instead of it being organic, you know what I'm saying? So now he said
and
something.
And they gonna tell you, he gonna be over here at 2 p.m. and then we gonna follow you when you go over there.
But when they come in, they tell everybody else that's still in that bar, like, hey, look, we'll be filming here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Whenever it's gonna be a fight, most likely they break out. You know what I mean? So they position their security and people in certain positions to where as soon as you try to get to him, it's not going to really happen. You might get one hit in and then they can break it up.
So it's all like a image.
Yeah, because what happens is if you...
soap opera.
Yeah, you try to hit him, right? And you didn't really get to whoop him like you wanted to, right? So now we got something for episode 2. Now you're going to want to come back and watch episode 2 to see how this part ends. So you got everybody on there has a beef.
Right.
You rarely see. They don't show these people come together. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But living in Atlanta, I saw Stevie J and Mimi working together.
Yeah.
I saw Mimi working, with Jocelyn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they all do business together.
Oh,
but that
man.
business is not on, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's not on the surface.
Nah, it's entertainment.
So go call your best friend and tell her you sorry.
Yeah. You need to.
You didn't mean it. It's a soap opera.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what drug me into love and hip hop. What caught my eye. Motherfuckers is thick. I don't care. I told my wife, if you gonna make me watch this, I'm gonna look at that. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. I gotta have something that I can look at and catch my eye. But I kind of caught myself thinking like, dang, like I'm looking at these women like they're not women. It's like an object, like a piece of meat.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dang, it kind of made me feel bad because at the same time I got mama, sister,
right,
whatever, And I wouldn't want nobody looking at them like that. I had to catch myself, kind of check myself internally, because honestly, man, when you watch that show, like from a guy's standpoint, you think like, man, all I gotta do is get some bread, get on these garden tools,
basically,
and I can get what I want. They're gonna be on my bumper.
Yeah.
I messed around and finesse a cooler little deal where I can have them both.
Yeah.
One is cool. As long as I come home at night.
Right.
That's what puts stuff in, like, the younger kids coming up. Like, man, all I got to do is come up on some bread and I can have whatever I want to.
Right.
Instead of treating them like queens.
Yeah, and then it like, I know, like, when I was in Atlanta, like, the epidemic with booty shots. But they didn't care about booty shots until you seen these women with booty shots getting these men with money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm from an era where Aaliyah was the baddest thing walking.
Man,
she wasn't, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't thick and all, but I don't care. You put Aaliyah up against any love and hip hop chick, she win. You know what I mean? Because it was a natural thing that she had going, which, and now, women think, okay,
they pay for it.
Yeah, if I want to be popping, you know what I'm saying? I got to get the booty shots. I got to get my breasts done. I got to wear a weave that's 45 inches long. I got to, you know what I'm saying? Every last woman in Atlanta eyebrows look the same, and I hated it. Like, everybody eyebrows look the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, we humans, we all got different eyebrows, but them, nope, they all paint them the same way. You know what I mean? And it's just like, well, you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta ask you something though, bro.
Yeah.
How disrespectful were their eyebrows? Did they like shave them off and then draw them back?
Bro, I don't know. It was like, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about me, man, when I look at people, I look, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can see your real eyebrows underneath this painting. You know what I'm saying? And I know it stopped right here. You know what I'm saying? But you done it all the way. You done almost made a little circle around it. And it just used to aggravate me. Because, like, just being in Atlanta, I was like, why does every woman look the same? Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you got the dudes who, they mixing in there too. So now you look like the chick. I was just like, I don't know about this. You know what I'm saying? But if you listen to them, like, you can always tell where people get the ideas from. It's the same with rappers.
Right.
They tell you I got a song I'm on some Lil Wayne stuff. Okay, so that's not you, that's Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
And the same chicks, you know what I'm saying? Cardi B mentioned red bottoms. You finna see a lot of red bottoms tonight at some clubs. They might not be real, but they gonna be red at the bottom. You know what I mean? So you gonna like,
they gonna have red finger pockets painted over.
I've been out there, man. I seen, man, these heels is $1,300-$1,400.
Yeah.
If my woman gets some $1,300-$1,400 heels, you are wearing them all year.
Man,
you are not taking them off.
For 5 years.
You are going to shower in those. You are going to work out in those. You know what I'm saying?
Work, sleep,
and you better not die because they going in that casket with you. That's your outfit.
Yeah.
You know, like, why do we feel like we have to spend? You know what I'm saying? Even with dudes, though, they'll take. I heard a dude tell me the other day, man, we don't wear Levi's no more. Like,
why?
Who is we? Like, I'm supposed to go buy True Religions. True Religion ain't never sent me a pair of free jeans.
Nah.
So, and Levi, they done cut their prices to where I can rock with you every day.
Right.
So, why, you know what I'm saying? Why, I can't keep up with them.
And to that point, I feel like what you kind of picking apart is the status symbol, basically. They put, like, they feelings in clothes. They feel like they gotta buy those expensive things to feel I guess, valuable.
Yeah, which to me the most valuable thing you have is knowledge to me.
Right.
Bro. Like I don't care what you wear. I don't care. You know what I mean? As long as if you carry yourself in a great way and you can teach me something, I feel like you're the best person in the world. And see, with women, like I don't talk about religion a whole lot, but to me, you know what I'm saying, God is a female to me. So when I see females do that type of stuff to themselves, it kind of aggravates me because I look at it like, the only reason I say that is because God is the creator. Right. We all know that. And although men, we give women the physical traits of the baby. Mm-hmm. That's all sperm is giving you is the physical traits. But the woman is the one who nurtures us and actually creates us. So that's why I say God would have to be a female. Right. And that's why I say, because if she's stressing during the pregnancy, that baby feels the results of it. Mm-hmm. If you stressing, that baby don't feel that. Right. You know what I mean? So when I see them, you modify yourself, not because you want to, but because you feel like you have to in order, like you said, to get that status. Like, what does being a love and hip-hop chick do for you other than get dudes that try to holler at you and take you home tonight? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And they should see from the show itself, it's like,
that's it.
You can tell these dudes don't appreciate they girls and they women, so that's what you basically want to change yourself to get a man that don't even value.
This show showed you that Rashida, she built, she got some money, she hustled, a beautiful woman, and her man was cheating. So if you
with a broken, something that just work in the club,
so as a great value,
exactly. So as a woman, if you making a $500-600 a week, you know what I'm saying, your booty ain't just super huge. You might got a little stretch marks or a little tummy or something. If he cheating on that, what you ain't gonna do to you? If that, you know what I'm saying? If that's what y'all basing it off of, then if she can't keep a man from cheating,
that's real.
What you gonna do?
You have no hope.
You know what I mean? No hope. So you have to be able to, you know what I'm saying? You have to look for something different. You have to take your own route when it comes to life, man. Like you can't be, because even as a rapper, I used to do it. I felt like I had to make music that everybody else was making in order for me to get some recognition. I've gotten more recognition off doing something different than I ever did. You know what I'm saying? And I used to always want to write this stuff, but I was just like, man, people don't want to hear that. Yeah. But once you just realize, like, bro, forget what they want to hear, bro. This is what you need to hear. I'm gonna give it to you. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. Like, just be comfortable with yourself. Like I said, live with your heart. That's what it all comes down to. Because your heart would never tell you to modify your body in that way. Right. You don't know what that's going to do to your body 30 years from now anyway. Exactly. You know what I mean? But your heart will never tell you to do something like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What about when it flip inside out?
Yeah, little bugs like. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. I don't like it. But like I said, let your heart guide you. You know what I mean? Like, I know you hear it all the time. Like, people, I'm cold-hearted. I ain't got no feelings. That's why you so horrible of a person. Yeah. Because you cutting out the one thing that navigates you in this world, bro. Like, and that's the one thing that keeps you centered. Because when people say your mind play tricks on you, it really do. So if you thinking with your mind, you don't know if this is a trick or not. Right. Yeah. My mind had told me to sleep with every bad chick that jump in my inbox. Right. You know what I'm saying? Your heart might be like, yeah, bro, you might not want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So
she probably got that burn.
You know what I'm saying? She might got that kerosene. Leave it alone. But
got battery acid between her legs. That's
No lie. Use your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you married. You know what I'm saying? And being married, that told me that, you know what I'm saying, with your wife, before she became your wife, you were thinking with your heart, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because your mind would never tell you to marry her. No. And this is why. It's so many women out here. Yeah. So your mind is just like, okay, bro, we can keep that one, but it's, you know what I'm saying, it's some more, you know what I'm saying, over this way.
Like, you sure about this?
Yeah, but your heart is like, hey, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like
you need to fuck these hoes.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like your heart that told you, like, bro, you won. Mm-hmm. Once you feel like you won, like, what more is there to do? You know what I'm saying? That's why you get your Peyton Mannings of the world. Like, once I win my championship, your wife, once you win your championship, bro, what else I got to play for? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, bro, man. Before we get out of here, man, I just want to go ahead and just kind of like, I want to hear more about this rec center, man, because coming from the north, man, we don't got nothing, bro. Yeah. We had the Dream Center, they got EduRec, but, man, we really need something that just like kind of caters and like, man, you was talking about finance classes, man. Elaborate on that, man. That's a beautiful thing.
All it is I'm in the process of trying to get one built, and all it is it's a center to just kind of help families out. Like I said, if you go to work real early, it's somewhere you can bring your kids and we'll take them to school. You know what I mean? If you get off late, we'll pick them up. But the requirement for your kid to be here, it's not going to cost you $1. But what it will cost is this kid taking classes. You know what I mean? Depending on your age.
Hold on, say that again for the people.
You know what I mean?
Black people kind of, we go out nickels and dimes and stuff.
Yeah, it won't.
He said it won't cost you $10, but it'll cost you some what?
It just costs you some learning. It's gonna take some effort. Like your kid is going to have to learn. Like that's one of the requirements. You will get books that you need to, you know what I mean? You need to read. But whatever path that kid chooses to take, we're going to try to help them get there. So if your kid is, a real creative kid, and we have art classes, we have, all type of stuff for them to be able to get into and learn the business that they're trying to go into later on. But then they also have to take finance classes, learn how to manage money, how to save money, the importance of credit,
very important.
Stuff like that, to where by the time your kid is 16, he knows what we know at 28, 29, 26, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's the whole purpose of it. So that's what I'm working on right now.
Kind of like to save the kids some steps and kind of put them on a path to what kind of trade they would want and just
lead them to success.
Man, that's a beautiful thing, man. You don't really hear about people doing that, and if you do it, they like all old and kind of they doing it for the people, but at the same time they want to profit too.
Yeah, and that's the tough part of it, is trying to figure out how to do it without having to charge people. Like I could have done it a long time ago, but I would have the loan that I was gonna get. I'd had to charge like each family like $150 a month. And I'm like, there's a lot of people that don't just have $150 laying around. So so I just been working with a lot of different people, which I have to barter sometimes. And it's like, okay, well look, I'll do this for y'all if y'all would donate the money to, do that. So that's why I'm, in my spiff gear. Right, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just from a meeting,
pretty dapper.
Just from being in a meeting, sitting down and conversing with people and trying to figure out, like, okay, what is it going to take for you to invest, so that I'm able to put this together and help these kids. Because I don't want it to be 5 years from now. I don't want it to, you know what I mean? Like, if I could get one tomorrow, I go out there and lay the bricks myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I can get the loan, I'm out there. You know what I mean? And it's something that where even y'all, like, I want to be able to put kids in a position with y'all where they can learn. If they want to be radio personalities or do podcasts, they can sit down with people who do it. You know what I mean? And I want to shuffle people in and out. You know what I mean? But it's also something that builds relationships with these kids. So somebody in the field of work you're trying to go into, so you feel a little bit more confident. Like, I see somebody who's doing it. I know somebody who's doing it, so I know I can do it. So that's kind of the purpose of it. Yeah.
Well, our door is always open to you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Man, my God, man. Why don't you go ahead and tell the people, man, where they can look you up, man, hear your music, and just follow you, just see what everything you got going on, man.
I'm pretty generic, so everything, is on my name, my government name, Kode Ransom. KODERANSOM. That's from Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. I don't have Black Planet no more. But YouTube, all of that, you know what I mean? So, it's all under my government name, so just so there's no confusion on who it is. And that's where it's at. And if you need some help, jump on there, shoot me a message. I get with you. We try to get it going.
And my guy does hit you back as long as you're not talking nothing silly. Some people waste your time.
Yeah, man. But,
I just went to the casino and lost the rent money. Ransom act of kindness.
And that's when you just hit them with it. But this lady just lost her house, so I think I'm going to go over there. But, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you ever get in a real dire situation, you can hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And that's all I ask, is that you be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because you do have people who really need the help. Definitely. So if you're in a position of where it's not that important, just be like, hey, I would like some help. You know what I'm saying? But this is my situation.
Right.
That way I can kind of gauge it. Because I try to go from kids with, illnesses first and then, work my way up. So, that's the only requirement, is be honest.
Man, be honest. You don't want to block your blessings by, taking something from somebody that really does need it, and you just spent yours on your on an outfit at the club.
Yeah.
You could have wore your best friends like you do every weekend anyway. No, this plan. I digress.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and y'all know what time it is.
It's 1 a.m. Yeah, we in this hole.
Yeah, hella.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a big old burst.
Man, you know it.
A spirit bomb. Goku was in him.
Already.
It's on.
I mean like a camel, she get dirty in them camos. I'ma take that gamble, lay her flat just like some sandals. Flip her like a channel, then pass her off straight to Lambo. All my niggas slum, all my niggas slum. A rapper like a gift from